Hi, I'm John Paul and a really warm welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to come here very quickly. A couple of people that have been in training have raised this issue with me, and that is that they've experienced that on therapy training within groups, when particular issues are being talked about, that they've found themselves feeling like they're not able to say certain things, or they need to hold a particular sort of dominant tone, dominant viewpoint when they're talking about certain things. And if they don't, they will be seen as somehow unsafe within the group, or potentially it will go to whether or not they're going to be a good therapist. Like I say, it's just a few people have experienced that, they've fed that back to me, and this is asking your opinion, what your experience has been of that. I'd just be really interested to know. The thing that I would say about what makes somebody a good therapist or not, in my opinion, would be qualities that are demonstrated, and that a lot of the training and also the groups that happen afterwards and therapeutic communities are really about developing those qualities in people. So things like empathy, curiosity, openness, good communication, good listening, honesty, integrity, those kind of qualities, and that those would be the things, those would be what I would be looking for, I guess, in someone if I was to be looking at how they were on a course and qualifying, of course, the academics and all those kind of things as well. But what seems to have been creeping in for some people, and that people are feeding back to me, is that they have noticed within therapy training that they have to be the same as others, that if they start to express a different viewpoint about certain things politically, ideologically, then that becomes a really significant issue, and they might find themselves on the outside of a group, or it may even go to whether or not they can be a therapist and sit with people or not. Some specific questions I wanted to ask here, and I'd love to have your feedback on them. Have you seen sameness on certain issues as being a requirement of being seen as okay or accepted within therapy groups? Have you ever felt unsure about whether your own views or language are welcome within, say, therapy training or afterwards within therapy groups? Have you ever felt or been made to feel really uneasy when your opinion on something or the language that you use doesn't match the dominant tone within the group? And have you ever noticed that disagreement seems to get mixed up with actual harm? So this thing that seems to happen in lots of different environments now, which is that somebody's subjective opinion might be blurred with objective truth. And there's a few reasons why I think this is really important. Just to finish off, within therapy training, I would hope that people being able to express what they think and feel about something, to give their opinions, is absolutely one of the safest places to do that, from the point of view of people's journey to authenticity as well. Of course, when anybody expresses their view about what they think and feel, then everybody else within the room is also entitled to express their thoughts and feelings too. But how has difference been tolerated in your experience? Have you felt kind of corralled into believing certain things, into having to speak in a particular way in order to be accepted? And I think this is really important, by the way, not just because of the importance of therapists and trainee therapists being able to feel safe enough to be who they are, and that being such a fundamental part of the training and the journey. But also we are, of course, as therapists sitting in the room with clients who are going to hold different opinions about things all the time, which may be different, as I say, from the dominant tone politically, ideologically at the moment. And how will that difference be tolerated and worked with and brought into relationship? So I think it's a really interesting area. I'm just trying to take the temperature in some way at the moment, not about particular politics, not about specific ideologies, but just how you've seen sameness expected, potentially, how you've seen difference tolerated, and the kinds of things that you might have felt as a result of that within groups. So I'd love to hear from you. Please do post your comments below the video. As ever, thank you so much for watching. I shall be back again soon, and do take care.